Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean, and look who I have with me today, Aley from Heart and Soul Connected. Hi, Aley. How are you
Hi,
today?
Jean. I'm great. Thank you. Always a pleasure. We missed last month because Keith was in the hospital, I think it was, and I miss being able to do it. So I'm happy I'm here this month. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have you
Uh-huh.
back, and I
Thank
hope
you.
everything is going well with Keith and things are looking up.
Thank you. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
doing better. He has his days, uh, and but for the most part, better than worse than. So that's always a good thing. Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah.
know. It's a really precious time, everybody. It's important for us to
It is.
take good care of ourselves, good care of our loved ones, lift our spirits, let go of the trials and tribulations and responsibilities, just for a couple
Mhm.
hours at least, and have a fun Friday night every once in a while, right, Allie? That's
Amen
why
to
we're here, is
that.
to have
Amen to
some
that.
fun. And
Yeah.
Allie, we were just talking about some of the really special connections that Allie and I have had together, and one of them was, I think it was Alice Leong. Was it her brother? But somebody asked for a message from their brother who just recently passed, and
Yeah.
I came on the show, and I said, Allie, I was getting ready, and I was listening to like the Rocky theme or something, and I accidentally hit my headphone, and it jumped to a different station or something, and I was listening to Spirit in the Sky, and
Right.
I don't know if I don't even remember how it goes, but um, when I'm gone, and I don't know, I can't
Yeah.
even, I don't have the
Been
tune ready for
gone
you, but
and they laid me to rest. Gonna go with a place that's the best.
that's
When we
right,
did.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
and
Uh,
it's really important to remember these things, and you know try and hold on to these moments that are so special, so synchronistic, and really take us outside of this reality. It's like,
right.
how could that possibly, when I was hearing that song, it was actually
Mhm.
the song that was played at her brother's funeral, and
Right.
she
That was
didn't
his
realize
favorite
it.
song. Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
it was,
Uh,
and
yeah.
and Allie and I are both like, I just how you just can't explain that. You just can't
You
explain
can.
it away. It
Yeah.
was, and it's not any huge feat. It's a wonderful communication from our loved ones on the other side. And
Absolutely.
it's just lots of fun to hang on to that, and to remember that these days where the energies are changing, um, it's important to, hold on to some glue
Blue.
so that you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
stick together.
Now, it
How about,
happened to me yesterday as well because I got done with my show. Oh, speaking of, it was Alice Leong's birthday yesterday. And
oh,
my mother's name was Alice as well. And so I'm saying to Alice, happy birthday. And then I'm saying, you share the birthday with another Alice, my mom. And I got up from the show I was doing. I went over to get something, and my mother's lotion that she wore was wafting in the air. I could smell it. It was like, "Hi, mom." She wanted me to know. And I've never gotten that before. Never gotten that before. So that was really awesome. Yeah, yeah.
wow.
It was a nice connection. So
That's
yeah,
amazing, and that's how easy it is to call them in.
yep,
It's, to
yep,
mention them and speak of them, and everything happens for a reason. We have so many people here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I
yeah.
see, Karen Doyle is here. I can't do the up thing. And Gemini Moon is here, and
Hi,
hi,
Jen.
Valerie from
Hi,
Illumination
Val.
Portal, and you'll be on with Allie after this show,
Yeah,
right? And
yep. 6 o'clock
Viviani is
tonight.
here.
Yep. Hi,
And
Viviani.
Akila B is here, and
Yeah.
Maria Receiving Abundance. How about
Isn't
that?
that a beautiful name? Everybody always loves that when she comes in. Isn't that great? Oh,
Jennifer is here, and
Jennifer.
Vicky is here.
Yeah.
Let me see. Jan's Free is here. So nice to see you.
Oh,
Pirette is here.
yeah.
Hi, Pirette. Nice to
Hi,
see
Jared.
you.
Uh-huh.
And Jay is here. Nice to see
Hi,
you.
Jay.
Janice is
Yeah.
here.
Uh-huh.
Laura, Dancing Debbie. Do you know
Yeah.
Dancing Debbie?
Do I know Dan? I've had her come on. I've seen her in the chat before. Isn't that great?
Wow. Hi,
Yeah.
Dancing Debbie. So nice to see you.
Uh-huh.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have Samantha is here. Jill Sinanan. I love saying her name. And
Because you
Craig
said it right.
Dixon.
Yes, Janice Kath is here. Um, I see her here. We're like Miss.
My
See,
goodness.
I'm with Jean today, so she's Miss Jean, but she doesn't have the romper room, uh,
Well,
special.
Allie's supposed to sit back and relax and let me take the control just a little bit. And she's going to have fun and play with her cards
Absolutely.
and not worry about who's saying what to who.
Unless they give me the
It's
lottery numbers, that's important. Okay.
I was just on with Terry Lee earlier today or just before this, and she was hosting, and it was and when I'm on with you on Sundays, it is such a pleasure to let you guys like get into the questions and read it. And it really does take an extra amount of brain power to do
Yeah,
both things.
it does.
And
It does.
the pleasure and the luxury of being a guest and just having the question pop up to you is really it's really
That's
something
true.
else, you guys, just
That
so you
is
know.
true. Yeah.
That's why it's not why we take turns driving, but it helps. It
Yeah,
helps.
it does. When you have to prepare the entire show, which isn't that laborious, but you got to make pictures and go into StreamYard and set it up and all that stuff. And then you have to be the person running the chat or writing in something or asking questions. It is always nice just to be the one that clicks the button and comes in.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
And this is why I
Uh,
wanted to have you on Friday nights just to relax and have some fun
That's awesome.
and to honor
Yeah.
you for all your hard work. And
Oh, yeah,
you make it
sweet
look
girl.
easy. You certainly make it look easy. I've seen a couple of people that aren't really and it took a while for me to get a little more acquainted with driving, but people who haven't driven in a while, and if I'm
Yeah,
away for a while, it's hard to get back into it.
it
But
can be. Yes. Yeah, you're right.
you
Yeah.
definitely set the bar for us.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
Allie's going to be using her cards, and I'm going to be using my spiritual connection. And Allie, I actually have a deck of tarot cards in front of me. If I feel
Hey.
inspired, I don't know if
Yeah,
I can do the tarot cards and the chat, and so we'll see. We'll see how. But
yeah, yeah,
maybe one or two. I'll see.
yeah. Yeah, you
Craig Dixon always has such interesting questions. I love
yes.
seeing him in the chat. Allie and
Mhm.
Gina visited my mom's resting place at the cemetery a few days ago. As I left, I felt someone looking at me, watching me. Yeah, I felt that before from about
Mhm.
75 feet away. It was at a park bench. Who was this? Wow, good question.
Mm. Wow, Craig.
Good question.
You always have so many spirits around you, Craig. Honestly. Yeah.
And he's aware of it, you
Yeah, I
know?
know. Isn't it awesome? Yeah. Oh, neat. Well, I'm pulling one of these cards that are they're gorgeous. They're called the Oracle of Visions by
Mm.
Ciro Marchetti. And it's a Victorian style, but also a kind of a circus style cards. They don't have any words on them. And I don't go back and read them because I just would rather go with my intuition. But I have here this beautiful woman, and look, she's got feathers in her hair. And she's not really dressed very much. Let's put it that way. She's got a boa on, and look at all the swans. She's like
Trying
a
to make it
swan.
bigger.
Yeah, no, that's okay. There's a lot of
Wow.
swans around her. It almost looks like the gate you could have in
Hmm.
a what do you call it? Uh,
The
Cemetery,
cemetery, yeah.
cemetery, thank you. But look at the number 44 up here, and
Ooh,
it's an angel number. So I believe it was an angel of a little girl. This looks like a little girl. And I know it's not doesn't look Native American, but because she has the feathers and because that is your heritage, I have a feeling that this was a Native American little girl um, who was just sort of hanging out and watching you as you were going through this. Or it could even be that this little person is one of your guardian angels, your personal guardian angels. So I don't know, Craig. She looks like she's happy, and look at all the beautiful swans. And you know that swans mate for life. So I wonder if Clara sent her to you.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
you're right, Allie. I was feeling a younger child or somebody who is waiting for someone, perhaps.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
you were just, it was like they knew that you could sense them, and you picked up on their energy the same way that they picked up on your energy when you were there visiting your mom. They saw your light and they're like, "Oh, there's somebody who can see me."
Yeah.
And they connected, and you were like, "Oh, what was that?" And
Uh-huh.
it is that sense of somebody's watching you. And
Yeah.
it's there's no other feeling like it, and it's undeniable.
Mhm.
I've ha I
Mhm.
had that a lot too, but you can, if you do interact with her or, connect with her again, you can just ask her if she wants to cross, go to the other side if she hadn't yet, that the rest of her family's on the other side, and she can come back. Once she goes over, she can come back. But
Oh,
you can do
cool.
that, Craig. Mhm.
Very much so. And he said that, he felt it was a female presence and that it was near the children's area. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. Yeah. I think so. I think she is. She is. Just a little, I don't know. She did wonder if you could see her, I think, Craig. I do. And because they know who can see them and who can't see them. So even though you may have not had exact visual on her, you knew there was someone there. So
Yeah, the sensation of another soul, for sure.
yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was really very interesting. Thank you for that question, Craig. And
Uh-huh.
Karen Doyle is here. Hi, Karen. She says,
Hi.
"Hi, Allie and Jean. What do my guides or Mom Ellie say about me cutting contact with two narc siblings? It is part of my ascension life plan by breaking ancestral cycles." Good. Is that narcissistic, do you think?
I think yeah, that's what she means. Yep. Oh, that must be really difficult for you, Karen. Oh, oh my gosh. So, mom says you really don't have to do anything. It says to do nothing. You don't really have to do anything. You just have to not respond to them anymore. That's all you got to do. If you want to cut cords, you're going to hear from them. I'm going to tell you that. When we do the cord cutting, 9 times out of 10, they feel it and they're like, "Oh, where's my sister? I got to talk to it's really strange, but I'm feeling like you don't have to physically do that. But she's saying you're the bohemian in the family. I
Wow.
love this. You're the one that really understands what's going on, not them. So don't worry about them. They just have their own path. They came here under a different contract. But you are going to get their attention. And that's why I really felt like if you did something like physically thought about Michael cutting the cords, that they might contact you again. And if you don't want them to do that, you might not want to you could write it down and burn it or something and maybe not cut the cords, but that's totally up to you. I do believe it is part of your ascension plan. We have to rid ourselves of things that tie us too tightly to the earth and the 3D. So it's understandable. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, thank you, Allie. That was amazing. So I
Yeah.
did choose to pull some cards for you, Karen, and I got the Emperor and respect and leadership. And you are insisting on being respected in your family and not, you know, playing uh, the game of manipulation anymore. And I do see that there's discipline, focus, and practicality in that as well. So this is not easy for you, Karen, and it's really something that you'll find you'll let go of it, and it'll lighten up your own energy, and it just won't be something that you have to worry about coming again or the future of it. I also got the 10 of Cups, which is divine love, harmony, and blissful relationships. This is what you're going to attract, because it's only once you get rid of that negative or that heavy uh, um, relationship out of your life, then there's a void there for a beautiful, blissful relationship to come in. And we don't realize this. And we hold on to these toxic
Mhm.
relationships or these toxic situations for fear of what happens. And there's always a void. And And I got that there's going to be some beautiful divine love and harmony and blissful relationships coming in for you. How beautiful, Karen. And that's hard work. This is almost like
It is.
shadow work. It's really,
It is.
it's not
Yeah.
easy and it's difficult. And, you'll wonder, did I do the right thing? Was I too harsh? And try not to beat yourself up and really just open your eyes for that wonderful
Yeah.
relationship coming in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good for you, Karen. Oh my
And
gosh. So happy for you. Okay, so what I have is Janice. Hi, Janice. How would a relationship with Hiram, be?
Hiram, I
Thanks.
think. Yeah.
Thank you
Uh-huh.
very much.
Okay.
I'm going to use my pendulum. So I'm definitely getting a circle, which means there's some free will involved. It may be a little slow coming in, and it may be some back and forth. Like you may have a attraction to each other, and but then there may have been somebody else in his life that comes back or something. I feel like it's not like there's definitely some a connection there, but there may be some hiccups along the way. How about you, Allie?
Well, I got the soda bottle, and I don't if you shake up a soda bottle, it's going to explode, right? I mean, it's going to make a mess because you can't the carbonation in it will. But this says you might be looking for more excitement, and maybe Hiram would give you that excitement, but I'm not sure that's exactly what you'd want when you got it. So I'm going to put that out there. He's either a Taurus or he's bullheaded, one or the other. He might be stubborn and uncompromising. It might be difficult to have a relationship with somebody who has set their beliefs and their values in sort of in stone and won't bend at all. If you can deal with that, that might be okay for you. But you are moving, it says, in the right direction because I got the arrow. So perhaps this person is closer to the type of person you would like to be with. But it says at the bottom, reaching the target. Why not have a date and see how it goes? You can always change your mind. Yeah.
Yeah, they might know somebody
Hmm.
or
Yeah,
have a
that's right.
brother. You never
That's right.
know.
Yeah,
You never know
definitely.
where it's going to lead.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Jonathan. All the best to you. Keep us posted. I see Samantha is here and she says,
Yeah.
I'd love a message from my grandmother, Anne. Hi, Samantha.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you for your question.
Welcome to all the folks who've just come in. We appreciate having you here.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Everybody's here now. This is the place to be on a Friday night, you guys.
Wow, is right. Yeah.
So I'm not sure, and I want to say this gently. Did your grandmother like a little glass of wine or a little shot of whiskey or something? She's showing me that, or maybe even champagne. She liked something, and she liked to celebrate. She's telling you to make sure you celebrate the wins. Make sure you let your hair down, and have a little bit of fun sometimes. She's not condoning. She doesn't want everything in moderation, obviously, but she's showing me that it's almost like there's a lot going on, a lot of these energies, and just do some relaxation and letting go sometimes. Dance, take a salt bath, go out for a walk in nature, something like this. She's just saying, make sure you take care of yourself and allow some of those worries and stresses to leave you for a while. How about you, Allie?
So is there anybody over there, maybe an uncle or a grandfather or a male relative that was kind of I don't know, I won't say he was creepy, but let's say he was just kind of difficult to deal with or a problem or whatever, and your grandmother is saying, "He's over here with me." He's with me. But she says, "You came through really strong. I came through strongly because I got the message you were going to ask about me today, so that's why I'm here with you." She's like the little messenger boy with the papers. But was she also kind of a martyr, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. My mom was. She was like, I can do this, and everybody sort of like uh, she doesn't say she's better than anybody, but I can get through anything, that kind of an attitude. And maybe that would also be because of the times in the world that she grew up. So I just want to say there's nothing wrong with it per se. That's just the way that a lot of women were back in the day. I get the card Mind Threshold, and it says your inner critic has taken control. Ignore negative thoughts and trust you are ready for greatness. I see that you said that you're starting a new job. I think you've moved away from the negativity because you've gotten a job now, and so you're feeling is ensconced in the newness of it all. You're destined for greatness. It may not be the job you're going to be with for the rest of your life, but I think it's a good change for you, and it will work out for you. So, all right.
Well, thank you very much, Samantha.
Yes.
That was amazing, Aley. I love that. Okay.
Oh,
Oof.
he was. Okay. Her husband.
I'm just trying to jump. And next we have Lisa is here. Hi, Lisa. Thank you very much for your question. And she says, I'm supposed to move this summer. However, can you tell me if I should look into a one-story home or an apartment?
Okay. And I know you're not as old as I am, Lisa, but I'll have to tell you, I live in a one-floor house, and I would never go back to living with stairs, lots of stairs ever again. It's just too difficult carrying in groceries and stuff. So you got to think ahead, like what will life be like if you live there 10 or 20 years? And so sometimes that's important. All right. Let's see. Not getting the answer I want. Go ahead, Jean.
Well, I was getting the apartment, Lisa, and that sounds like it's not what Aley wanted. but go ahead.
I get that you're going to find a place online, and I don't mean you're going to live online, of course, but that you'll find the right place, that you'll be led to it by an advertisement somehow. And it says, and maybe you got the apartment because it's a floor. It could be a floor up from the ground, and it's safer because I'm getting the safe card. So, wherever you feel safe is going to matter the most, I think. And it says you'll be grounded at this place and nurtured at this place. So it would be nice if you found a place where you had a little garden area or somewhere to sit outside. So I don't know if that resonates, but let's see what else Jean has to say.
Well, I think with the apartment, I think that when you said if I should look into, but I think that when you start looking, you'll find what you need, and just trust that. So whichever one you start looking for, you'll end up finding the one that you need. And it may be that there's no apartments available or they're too long for a wait. So then you start looking for a one-story home, whichever it is, or if you start looking for a one-story home and then an apartment pops up, whichever one it is, just trust that you'll be led to the one that is right, that is meant for you. And yeah, I think that's important to know.
It is.
Yeah, all the best to you, Lisa. Thank you for your question. And next I have Paula. Hi, Paula. Thank you for being here. And after Paula is Celtic Seer.
Okay.
And Paula says, would like to ask for guidance for the connection I share with Pisces guy in my life. Whoop, whoop. I want to end it and move ahead in a different direction. Oh.
Yeah, you've already made up your mind, Paula.
Yeah, the answer is in the question.
It really is. If you really think that you'd like to end it, and do you want to take a break from it first? Because sometimes we don't realize just how ensconced we are in a relationship. And we think, oh, this isn't going to work. But maybe a break would give us, yeah, I know you're seeking more fun. I got this soda again, but you're feeling handcuffed with this person. Oh boy. They may be too clingy or something like that. So you feel like you can't be who you want to be. Um, you need someone with gentle strength and personal boundaries for your peaceful life. So yeah, I'm not going to say that you should go break up with them, because that's going to be your choice, of course. But if you're feeling some of these things, you want something else, or you're feeling handcuffed, it might be a good idea. Maybe you'll find a really cozy guy that loves to snuggle. I don't know.
Mhm. I was actually getting the same thing there, Paula, and taking a break and trying it, and easing into it. There's many people that do this, and I think there's celebrities. I think I don't know, somebody was a famous person, got divorced and broke up, and like 12 years later, the other person was in need, and they got back together and got married again. It just People
Yeah, it
need a break
happens.
from each other
Yeah.
sometimes, and maybe that's what you're feeling. So just honor your feelings. And I also pulled the justice card, and it says
Ah,
justice, fairness, truth, clarity, and equality and balance. It's important for you to find your balance again, so that you can be that the other half that is required there. For you to find yourself again in the relationship, because it may be that you've compromised yourself. I don't know. You
maybe.
could have. I'm not. I don't
Uh-huh.
know for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. You're very
oh, you're
different people. Oh, I understand. I do. Yep. Hi, Annie.
yeah. But thank you very much for your question, Paula, and please keep us
Good
posted.
luck,
Thank you.
Paula. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you decide to do, we send you lots of love. Yeah.
So Celtic Seer is next, but I wanted to pop this up. And Craig says
Okay.
Marie from Marie's Table is in need of prayers. Please, everybody, remember her. Thank you, Craig.
Absolutely. Yep.
I love Marie's Table. She's one of the very first ones I started watching way back
Oh,
when, and she's amazing with those. She has like regular playing cards, and she lays them out and she tells the story. It's amazing.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's
Wow.
captivating. I really
Mhm.
like her. So thank you for
Mhm.
that, Craig. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Lots of love and
Af
healing to you. Yep.
After Celtic Seer is Gene XO. And so Celtic Seer says, I'm heading home this summer. Woo woo. Now we can say woo woo.
Yeah.
Will my stay there be longer? Oh.
Oh, it's always nice to go home. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. Mhm.
I'm not seeing it this time around. I'm getting not this summer, but I feel like you may be making plans, or maybe it'll inspire you to make sure that the next time that you do, it'll be a permanent move. Um, I feel like there's something that's gonna you'll be able to make a better decision at this time. I don't think that this time will be longer, but I feel like you'll make plans to do it longer or something like that. How about you, Allie?
Yeah, I think so you're gonna get a message from somebody either while you're there or before you go, that's because she's sitting and waiting, and it's after midnight now, and so you may think, "Oh, I'm gonna end up staying another 2 weeks," or something like that, and then you get a message or from a bird, I don't know, from your email or whatever, and, uh, and the telephone is there as well, even though we don't use that kind anymore. I just think you're gonna hear from somebody that need you to come back, or has a proposal for you to do something or maybe a job offer. So I'm not sure. Okay. But
Are,
have fun
are
while
those
you're
the
there. Yeah.
Is that the kipper you were using, Allie? Or does it just
No,
look like it?
this guy is a fabulous artist, and he's Oracle of Visions. He does
Oh,
tarot, and this is his oracle cards. and
Oh.
they're just beautiful. They're Victorian and
Oh, that's the Sierra
carnival.
Mercetti. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
this is the Sarah McKetty. Yep, yep, yeah.
Um, Gene XO, I just realized that your question wasn't a question, it was a question about I'm trying to go back and look for the other question. My goodness. If you Gene XO, if you could just put your question back in again, I'll make sure and watch for it. But so many people came in all at once, and it was really hard for me to keep up. But yeah, all the best to you, Celtic Seer, and I hope everything works out to your highest good, regardless if
Yeah,
it's going to be a longer stay. Um, and it's important for you to honor your bliss, you know.
absolutely, absolutely. And it's always nice to be home and in the old environment and whatever that means to you. So enjoy your time there. Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you, Celtic Seer. Okay, so Gene XO did put in her question. After
Okay.
Gene XO is just visiting. So
Okay.
just visiting, you'll be next.
Virgo.
All right, so I love that icon of yours with the Greek keys and the lion with the crown on it. That's
Isn't that
so
beautiful?
it's interesting. Yeah. May I ask what I need to know about my connection with Virgo at this time? And are you talking about the energy of Virgo, or is this a particular person?
Person, I think. Yeah. Is
You
it a
think it's a
person?
person? Hmm.
Uh-huh.
No, just visiting. I think I have yours. You're fine.
Next, you'll be next. Yeah. Maria, I'm sure she has. She
I
hasn't gone back. You haven't seen
no,
Maria's question? Okay. Put it back in, Maria.
he's
He's
a
a person.
person.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, I see some new beginnings, Jean. I see transformation, changes, and new beginnings. Anytime you get a butterfly, it starts out, of course, as not a worm, but a caterpillar, and it has a transformation into something much more beautiful. So I'm wondering if this person was somebody that you knew but didn't consider having a relationship with, because that's happened to me before. And then it's like all of a sudden you see them with different eyes. Anyway, I see a transformation in your relationship, and it's almost magical. Look at this. You've manifested this relationship, and I love that you have all the magic all around you. And yeah, the next one I get is a bell, some kind of an announcement, and it could be, it doesn't have to be marriage or engagement or anything, but it's positive and it will draw some attention. Perhaps this person wants to invite you to a party or a wedding or something like that. I don't know. Something coming up. Someone's coming. Yeah.
Excellent, Allie. I love that. And I too, I actually pulled some cards on this and I got the Ace of Wands and it said new project, inspiration, wild power. Oh no, sorry, willpower. I don't do cards. I
Might
don't
be
play them,
wild.
but it's the new idea, the new one coming in, the hot item at this moment. However, I do feel as though there's some tricks or some illusions that he may be trying to razzle dazzle you over here and maybe not come through over here. And then I did get the Four of Cups, which is you're not going to like the choices that you have to make. But I feel as though he's Mr. Right now, but he may not be Mr. Right. But that's just what I'm seeing. And I hate to say that because I love Virgos, but just make sure everything is on the up and up and that he's what his words match his actions. So yeah, I would proceed cautiously,
Well,
Miss Jean.
look, if you look, she did write what's going on, and that makes perfect sense.
He's in the middle of a divorce and I haven't been speaking to him during it, and I'm wondering if he meant everything he said.
Yeah. I mean, I think both of us have sort of different, but I get it. I've seen people in that. It's good that you are not interacting. Oh, yeah.
I don't think you're gonna like the choices.
Okay.
There it says disconnected on here as well. So um, you know,
Yeah.
it's
That's
a
the
learning
energy today.
opportunity. Mhm.
Yep. That's the energy today. May not be the energy in 2 weeks. Yep.
Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that. So I did say just visiting would be next. And after just visiting, I have Gemini moon. Hi,
Okay.
Gemini moon. Nice to see you. Just visiting. Hi, my son got accepted at an Ivy League
That's
university,
fabulous. Yeah.
but he thinks it's too
Oh,
expensive. It probably is, and the program is not right for him. Is he making the right decision to turn this down? Wow.
all right. So what I first get is it because of a girl? He may be saying it's too expensive, but is there a girl and she's going to go to a different college and he has to leave her behind? I don't know. This may not be even true, but a woman is playing a role in some way here, and that might be you. That you want him to go there to experience it and so forth, um, and have the opportunity to see if he wants. I really think that it's very telling that he doesn't already know that he already knows that the program isn't right for him. That's very insightful because many times when you get kids in college, they start off and they choose a program. My son picked social work and he got there and he's like, I don't want to do this. He political science is what he ended up doing. But, they had that at least. And so he got some of his core requirements, but you can get the core requirements at the community colleges. So that's always smart. Um, he will be rewarded for his efforts if he'll be a busy bee there, but he would be rewarded if he went there. And maybe the program he wants could be there if he really feels like that's what he wants. Wherever he goes, he's king. So that's big. I mean, that's pretty big. He'll wear the crown. He will be he'll do very well, is what I see. So
Wonderful. Absolutely, especially if he's been accepted there.
yeah.
And what did she say? Columbia University. He saw the syllabus and he's taken 5 classes already. It's for a
Oh,
master's degree.
well,
Hmm.
if they won't transfer those credits just visiting, I tell you, master's degrees are so much more fun than bachelor's. But yeah, it might be you just visiting is the woman that, yeah, yeah, you want the
I,
best one.
I
Yeah.
feel like he has the he's taken initiative to make decisions in his own life, and he feels this and he really wants the education. He's really
Yeah.
interested in the information and the
Mhm.
what would help him to bring out his best skills. And if he's saying that the program isn't right for him, there is something that's missing that he's looking for. I feel as though he's intelligent and he wants to make his own decisions, and I do feel as though it's time for compassion and nurturing, and I feel that emotionally stable too. That he needs to do this for himself. He needs to make this decision, and he's gonna. I think whatever decision he ends up making will be the right one for him. And it's important for him to carve out his own future, so to speak, whether it's hindsight or not. But Columbia is an amazing institution, and maybe he
Yes.
can go back for a fellowship some other time. Maybe in another way he can be affiliated with that university. And but it's important for him to make his own decisions, is what I'm feeling here.
Yeah, it really is. And he's going to try Stanford and Berkeley. He may be happier there. Hmm. Yeah.
And then this
Yeah.
way he'll trust his instincts, knowing that
That's
that
true.
wasn't.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's very true. His intuition is telling him, perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Jean, you can blow yourself up bigger than you are. I don't mind.
Oh, I'm sorry, Allie. I forgot. See, I don't like doing
I
it's
know
so
I do too. Yeah. Yeah. I do too
it's
all the
so
time.
hard. Oh,
It's
sorry.
okay.
See, I don't know what it's so I have to go back and I have to go forth and I have to open and I have to read the card. I
Yeah.
do this with Ginger Fay because I've been trying to do more cards lately, and I
Oh,
just
okay.
can't. I just don't
It's
remember.
all right,
Sorry,
Jean.
you guys. And
Yeah.
I have to hide the comment. Oh wait, we read for that just visiting, right?
We did. We did. Her
Okay.
son
So Gemini
is the
Moon is
king.
next, and
And I
and after Gemini Moon, I see Maria is receiving abundance. So Gemini
all right.
Moon. I love your icon as well. I love the
Mhm.
Egyptian theme and so beautiful.
It
I'm not sure if
is.
that's Cleopatra or if that's Isis, but she's beautiful.
Uh-huh. She is. Is she a tattoo or just a picture you like?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. You're welcome, just
Mm,
visiting.
and Gemini Moon says, "May I ask if my guides have a message for me?" Okay, good. So
Yeah,
I
you
don't read
sure
them before
can.
I.
Yeah.
Mm. So what I feel for you, Gemini Moon, is you have a lot of plates in the air. You have a lot of sort of goals in mind, and surprisingly, they want you to pare it down to 2 or 3. They want you to pare it down and do more in-depth and do more committing. I feel like you're like a butterfly, and you go to this flower, and then you go to this flower, and then you go to this flower, which is lovely, but they're asking you to sort of narrow your focus and
Mhm.
streamline and go in depth more. Go in depth, and it won't be distracting for you. You won't be seeing two different. It just your focus is really important to stay on just a few things and not so many different things. And this is what I'm
Mhm.
getting for you. How about you,
Mm.
Allie?
I kind of get the same thing. It's just a different analogy, which is look at there's the thread. You're threading all of these. Look at all the thread that's on there, all different colors. There's an old-fashioned sewing machine, and your thread is getting all mixed up because you're bringing it out together. However, it does make a beautiful rainbow. So it's just a focus perhaps on one at a time. But you are sewing together, you're threading the needle, so to speak, in finding things that make you happy spiritually. And it's saying it's going to lead you to where you want to go because there's nothing more beautiful than a rainbow image at the bottom. So that's what I get for you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you,
Mhm.
Allie. See, I'm
Yeah.
back. Thank you, Gemini Moon. I appreciate you being here and asking your question. And
Uh-huh.
so Maria is receiving abundance is here.
Okay.
And after Maria, I just want to do a shout out to Sandy Miller. Hi, Sandy. And let me just show you guys. I mean, see how Sandy says, "Hi, Ellie. Hi, Sun Psychic Jean." And
I
better late than never. And see how she has all those emojis? It caught
emojis.
my attention.
I
Just
bet it did.
saying.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying. It caught
Uh-huh.
my attention. So if you
It did.
really and it's hard because we're doing so many things. I saw it. It's
Uh-huh.
very beautiful. And thank you very much for being here, Sandy. It's so sweet. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It is. Sandy's a doll. All right.
Um,
So Mario, huh? All right.
Mario. Yeah. And if you have something first, Allie, you can go since I was
Okay. First card I get is an act of love is forgiveness and faith. Um, Maria, your father wants you to know that anything that you have done that you might have worried that you hurt him in any way, don't even think about it anymore. All is forgiven. And he's able to see how you are living. And he said the way you are living is expressing your beliefs and values. You use these every day. You don't say something and do something different. And he's so happy. He's so proud of that for you. Um, it seems as though he may have been a fun guy, uh, maybe like to play cards, maybe like to dress up and be dapper. When my dad dressed up, he would be very dapper. I always was so proud of him because he looked so good in his suits and things. So he's kind of saying, I'm right here still with you. And he said, don't worry if this is so funny. This card is a riot because it says invisible. And he says, I may be invisible to you now, but that don't mean I'm not there with you. I'm right there with you, especially when you think of me or you hear something that reminds you of me. I'm right with you, Maria. And again, he just wants you to know how much he loves you and how proud he is of you and the woman that you have become. Yeah. Oh, he did. Okay. That's cute. Yeah.
Well, I was picking up something a little similar to what Allie was saying. I feel like he was a religious man and probably would not have agreed or have taken part in this type of activity. However, he is saying, and what Allie said, what your actions match your words, your integrity and your heart is in the right place. And whichever way you choose to express that, whether it's with metaphysical and psychic skills, or if it's with a religion, he felt this
Mhm.
too. I feel he felt this need, this connection, this the higher power, and he went through this with religion. He went that route, and he may have instilled in you, don't go to card readers, like, oh,
Yeah,
two crazy
scary stuff.
ladies on the YouTube. But he's saying it's okay if your heart's in the right place. He trusts you. He trusts you to make the right decisions and to discern your discernment. And he's saying
Mhm.
you both are following the same goal, the same star, the same light, that same light. And he's saying that he loves you very, very much. He's saying that you two sort of like were two peas in a pod. You were a lot like him, or you look like him. And he's saying that you almost see him in the mirror when you look in the mirror too. He's saying, "I am there with you. I am there with you." And he says,
Mhm.
"You only have to think of me." And he's saying that you he was very kind with his words and with his and you almost would hang on to his his advice for you, because he always made you feel better, always said whatever makes you happy, that's what he wants. And he was yeah, I think he was well traveled. Was he well traveled or a worldly? He had worldly kind of a perception as well. He's showing me that you do too, and he's just wants to send you kisses and love, and he's very proud of you and all the decisions you've been making recently.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
He's a nice
Thank
guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Maria, for your question and bringing in Mario.
Mhm.
Okay, so CJ is here.
Mhm.
CJ wants to know, may I ask if about my finances will be okay? Um, so CJ, are you looking to make a move or change something, and you're not sure if it's in your budget? Oh, are you looking to retire? Are you looking to retire is what you're looking to let go of something, and you're wondering if you did all the right things. And I'm just I feel like they want you to know to trust the universe, that if you need to make a couple of extra bucks on the side, something else will come up, and you'll start walking dogs, you'll start working down at the bakery, you'll start doing something that you really love and enjoy, and make it at the extra money if you need like mad money, like you'll probably have enough
Mhm.
for your uh, living expenses, but just the extra money, and you're just wondering if you're just going to be working paycheck to paychecks. So she says, sometimes I move from work. I would love to retire sometimes. Okay.
Me too. I'm with you, CJ. I was planning on retiring in 2 months, but I can't anymore because my husband's not well, and it's kind of, I want to retire. Anyway, magic is your birthright. I just want you to know that you can manifest enough money to retire and live comfortably, or to find maybe a small part-time job that might just cover the rest of the bills that you need to do. So you don't have to work all the time, just maybe a little bit of time. But you can go ahead and go in and ask the universe to please, and you don't say I want, you say I have. I have enough money in, I have enough abundance to retire and be able to live the life that I want and have enough money to do so. you are. Don't say I want, because that's the future. You want to have this as now. The second one is it will maybe be a little slow moving. It's going to take a while. That's not always fun, but sometimes this is the way that it works. So I don't know how long take a while is, but I will tell you that the tortoise is the one that continues on, and the hare is the one that takes a nap, and the tortoise wins the race. So uh, do some self-reflection, figure out where you want to be and what you want to do. Look at any in the shadow of anything. If you're feeling like I can never do this, I'll never be able to change the words, because the words have power. You want to only think about things that already are for you.
My favorite answer for that, Allie, is I'm so grateful. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful to have everything I need. I'm so grateful to have a wonderful car and a beautiful house. I'm so grateful to have extra
Uh-huh.
money at the end of the week or the end of the month and not have to worry about my finances. I'm so grateful.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
that is really puts it in this gratitude, and it really puts it
it
in
does.
the now, and it really lifts your spirits.
Hmm.
Um,
So she
so
has listened to Abraham Hicks. So there you go. Yeah, I got a lot of, but I always say I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. I try to cover all bases. That's cool.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And Maria was saying, I wasn't able to have the relationship with her father, Mario, that she desired. So she really
Okay.
appreciated the reading. And she said that she had the exact same eyes, black with a gray ring.
Wow,
Interesting. That you see
beautiful.
him in the mirror. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
that's
amazing.
that's beautiful. Yeah, very
Wow.
nice.
Oh, Jill, you're so sweet. I thought that was a question. I'm reading it. She says, guys, remember to replay and leave a
Go to
comment.
replay. Yeah. Hmm.
Mhm, on both channels, and like and comments, helps the progress of the channel. Thank you very much, Jill. You're so
Okay.
sweet.
Yeah,
And all of the
she
moderators, you
is.
guys do a wonderful job. We wouldn't be able to hang on and watch this, chat as they go by. Um, so I see Solar here, and Solar says, "Allie, I was listening to my spirit box and watching your show, and they said reader, and you were reading. And then they said chemical. Do you know what that means?"
Oh, okay, Sookie, you changed your name. Okay. I wonder if they were saying alchemical, or AL, yeah, which is could be mistaken for chemical, but alchemy, changing something. I think it's changing one thing into another thing, like lead into gold, or something's going through changes. So maybe we're all going through some alchemical changes. I think that's probably, I love that you got that much out of your spirit box, honestly. And thank you for sharing it. Wow.
So, Solar, what was the app that you were using? Is it just called Spirit Box? I've heard some of them are better than others. And is it on your phone? It's an app on the phone, right? I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know that,
Interesting.
Jean. Hmm.
Yeah. It's to me, it's a little bit, it's kind of similar to like a Ouija board a little bit.
Yeah, you're
Um,
supposed to be able to hear things, right, that are being said by the spirits. Am I right? Isn't that true?
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
It'll voice the messages from the spirit.
Hmm.
Okay. And I see Carolyn here. And Carolyn says, "Is there a reason I've been unable to sleep for 2 days and nights?"
Oh,
Aw.
Carolyn. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what's going on,
I
Carolyn.
I think it's the astrological alignment.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that
I've had a
there's
really hard time sleeping myself. Yeah.
the full moon.
Oh, it types out the words. It doesn't really speak. Okay,
Mm.
so okay. Oh, well, I'm glad they like me over here. We like you over there. Yeah. Let's see, Carolyn. Hmm.
Mm. I have the Knight of Wands, energy, passionate, inspired action. Are you like, do you have a lot of things on your mind that you have that you've, it's also impulsiveness. Do you have like you want to, I would suggest writing things out or making a list for tomorrow before you go to bed so that everything is out of your mind so that you can rest and not be woken up with these inspirations. I have to confess, I definitely am waking up. Um, and I've heard somebody else say this, but I have birds singing in the middle of the night. Have you heard somebody else say that? Somebody else was saying it on a show. I can't remember which show it
Oh,
was. But I'm
okay.
like,
No.
I'm not
Yeah.
the only one.
Yeah. Somebody I was on a show with had birds in the background, and it wasn't like indoor birds, it was outdoor birds, and I could hear them. Yeah, it's amazing. I
But
love
3 o'clock in
birds
the
are such a
morning,
message. Yeah,
and
not at 3 yeah.
I actually recorded the sound and recorded the clock and said, "This is crazy," because and then I
Yeah.
thought, well, maybe it's a fluke. It was right after when the eclipse, and I thought, oh, well, maybe they just got mixed up because of the eclipse. They'll work it out, but it's been occurring. And I think it's like a robin, and they may
Oh,
be nesting right outside, but I don't know why they have the morning song, and I'm telling you, I have my window open, and the tree is not far from there, and it wakes me up. So,
wow.
Carolyn, I don't know if I
That's
answered your
amazing. That's
question.
amazing, Jean. That is. Um, so Carolyn, I pulled a card for you that says that some of your energy has been leaking, perhaps during the day. I'm not sure. It says you lose power by giving energy to experiences that don't match you. Learn to say no. Um, I think we're all leaking some energy right now. And I just told Jean that I also had a water pipe um, leaking. And I know that's a metaphor for leakage. And, it's like we're all going through this high vibrational shift. And all of a sudden, things just are explosive. And that includes when you're ready to go to bed, you can't get to sleep because your mind is just zoom, zoom going here and there. So they want you to bring that energy in maybe and ask your guides not to let you sleep tonight. You need it. You need the rest. Yeah. Yeah.
Brilliant, Allie. I love that card.
Yeah.
It was very
Yeah,
appropriate.
it's appropriate. Yeah.
Very nice.
Mhm.
Thank you. All right. So Judith Anderson says she would love a wisdom general. What
Ah,
she would love a reading on wisdom,
uh-huh.
general wisdom, I guess. Yeah. Oh.
That's lovely.
Fox with a book says, I hear birds in the night. See, I'm not the only one.
No, you
And
aren't, Jean.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wonder what that phenomena is. But Judith, let's tune into your general wisdom. Let's see what we can do. So, Judith, I think you have the concern, you're worried about the universe. If you could worry for all of us together, you have this connection, you have this overall worry about the entire universe. You're worried about the ETs. You're worried about the people in inner Earth. You're worried about the atmosphere. You have this concern and this responsibility. You feel like you're responsible for the well-being of others, that you want to make sure. It's almost like you want to make sure that others are happy. I'm not sure if you had to take care of a lot of young people when you were little, or you had to take care of others, or maybe your mom worked and they told you to watch out for your brother. There's some sort of responsibility that you're carrying forward, or maybe this was from a past life that you had a lot of responsibility because you have canvas, and you want to make sure that everybody is doing okay, and you think that you need to keep in touch or aware or informed on everything in order for you to make sure everything's okay. And they just want you to know everything is okay, and that it's okay for you to just focus inside and take care of yourself. And once you take care of yourself, it will reflect in your surroundings that everything else will be okay.
Mhm.
It'll be reflected once you come to that inner peace, to that center in yourself, it will reflect in your surroundings. Honestly, if you're frantic and worried, you see everybody else frantic and worried. If
Mm,
you are
mhm.
peaceful and content and have compassion, this will reflect in your life around you.
Wow, how beautiful. So, we were just talking about birds, Judith, and what do I pull but a bird? Sing like the birds, not worrying about what others think. Be yourself, share your heart, speak your truth.
Did it say worrying about, what does it say? Worrying,
Not worrying about what other people think.
oh, what
So,
others think.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
But not worrying
and
about others. Mhm.
others, yeah, and then I get abundance. I get the abundance mandala. So, abundance is your birthright. However, we don't need abundance of worry. So you gotta leave that heavy load on your back at the door and learn to worry less about things you can't control. And P.S. Most things we can't control. But my mother worried about everything all the time. It's like if she could have gotten paid for how much worry, she would have been a millionaire. So I'm not saying you're that bad, but yeah, you've got the abundance card, and you've got room in there for more abundance. And speaking your truth, it really helps other people a great deal. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Judith.
Mhm.
And she's like, amen.
It does
She
age you.
says, I agree, Allie, it ages
It
you.
does.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Definitely.
your heart's in the right place and we understand
Uh-huh.
that, but it's really, those days are gone, I think, that you can, keep those worrisome tabs on everything and everybody. It's just, it's really important for us to focus inward because it does reflect around us. I
Mhm.
thought that was a important message that came through. But thank you very much, Judith, and everybody, and Connie, and Christine, and Linda, and Carolyn, and Anja, and Box with a Book, and Moira, and everybody that was chiming in and communicating and contributing to the conversation and to the show. I really appreciate everybody being here. This is so much fun on a Friday
It
night with
is. It
Allie.
really
It
is, yeah.
is. It is
Yeah.
really something, and it's one of the first times I used some cards. I didn't do it with everybody, but I did it with some. So it
Yeah.
was. I'll get better at it. But thanks for letting me
Oh,
practice.
no, you did well. Yeah. Yeah, you
Thank
did.
you, Allie, very much for your time and expertise and your beautiful, lovely cards. And those readings are beautiful. You just
Oh,
know,
thanks, Jean.
I, I
Thank
don't.
you.
It really make it look easy. And I'm glad I was able to take over the chat. I saw you go in there sometimes, but it's hard not to.
I know.
But I wanted to give you a little break and
Oh,
have
that's
you
very
enjoy the
nice.
Friday night together.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Allie, where will you be later tonight?
So, it's 4:30 my time. In about an hour and a half, I'll be on with Valerie, Illumination Portal. We went on, earlier in the month, and, her internet went out 5-10 minutes into the show, so we're gonna try to have a chat and talk about some things, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, yeah, and Sunday, I have a lot of different things coming up, for shows as well, um, and so I think I have, Moon Scarab coming on, Ramon,
Ooh,
who's very, very good. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. And I
your
think I'm on
channel.
with Scott. I'm on with Scott, Scorpio Sun as well. Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Allie's, if anybody's on my channel and hasn't watched anything, hasn't gone over to Allie's channel yet, that is the place to be. She has got it on. She has the latest and the greatest and the most amazing new talents coming in. She
Oh,
makes it
thank
all
you,
look
Jean.
easy. She makes it look easy for us. She's the one who taught me and all of us about how to do the chat. Allie, we just followed your lead. You made it look so easy. So tomorrow, I have Sherry Trancing with Spirit going to be on my channel at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. And afterward, in the evening at 6 p.m., I have Ginger, Faye, and we're going to be doing angel readings, something fun
Oh,
and light
that's
and
fun.
entertaining for everybody. So
Yeah.
that's going to be lots of fun. So thank you very much again, Allie, for being
Oh,
here.
you're welcome, Jean.
And
It was fun. Yeah. Thank you.
and everybody have a wonderful evening. And we'll see you again, I'm sure, on one of our shows.
That's
Take
right.
care now.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks, Jean.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.